Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we'll be doing a tactical analysis of the second leg between Manchester City and Real Madrid in Champions League knockout stage. So let's get straight into it. Manchester City, who won the match by 2-1 at Etihad, their home, with scorers being Raheem Sterling for the first one and Gabriel Jesus for the second one, whereas Benzema scored the only consolation goal for Real Madrid, which is quite surprising in its own. Both of the teams lined up with a 4-3-3 formation. Real was without the captain and main man Sergio Ramos, who was suspended for the second leg at Etihad and was replaced by Militao, whereas Manchester City brought back Fernandinho at the centre-back position, which was preoccupied by Eric Garcia for the past few games. It was Manchester City's high press which initiated their domination in the game against a team like Real Madrid. Eventually, it was their pressing which forced Real to commit their first mistake at the back, and it was eventually converted into a goal. And here, Manchester City took a little unorthodox approach in their positioning, where Jesus started on the left, Sterling on the right, and Foden in the middle, which created a bit of confusion for Real Madrid defenders as to which player to mark and when. Jesus is a striker, but Pep Guardiola has used him on the left flank before as well, whereas Sterling is a dynamic attacker who can play on both flanks as well as in the centre. Same goes for Foden. Although he's an attacking midfielder, Pep was recently using him on the flanks, but in this match he was playing more of a central role. And when it comes to playing from the back, Real Madrid is not the best team in that department, especially when you don't have a leader like Sergio Ramos to guide from the back. And facing a counter-pressing team like Manchester City, who have mastered the art of playing from the back. Man City were pressing so high that even Kyle Walker was seen to mark Ferland Mendy in their own half. The backline starts from the goalkeeper itself. In Real, it's Courtois, who did not have a good game, especially with his feet, putting his teammates in all sort of problems in the penalty area itself. For the first goal, it was Sterling's high pressing on Militao, who was forced to pass the ball to Courtois, who was also pressed by Sterling, and eventually the ball was passed down to Varane, who committed the mistake which City was looking for. Varane was unable to handle the press from Jesus, who made the best out of the opportunity in finding Raheem Sterling. And here, Sterling made sure the ball goes straight into the net, making the scoreline 1-0 for Man City and the aggregate score of 3-1. And on the other hand, Kevin De Bruyne had a brilliant game and created a total number of 8 chances, which was equivalent to Real Madrid's total number of chances as a team. Kevin, who was constantly pulling strings in the midfield as he was looking for those half spaces and was playing the ball into the channel, and he was very good in finding his teammates as well. Giving so much space to the likes of Kevin De Bruyne would be a wrong idea at the first place. And Casemiro himself had a really bad game, who was unable to mark and win the balls for Real Madrid, which he usually does. At one point, Real was unable to clear the ball and were constantly under the threat of conceding another goal from Manchester City. Karim Benzema was constantly testing the City's backline and Ederson with his movement and shots. City's major problem was at the left back position, which was covered by Cancelo, who is still very raw at that position, and Zidane made sure to get the best out of him. And here, Rodrigo's speed and agility were good enough to beat him and put the cross in the middle for Benzema to head, who brought the equalizer in the 28th minute itself. City's another vulnerable player was Fernandinho, who became the target for Real Madrid strikers, although they were unable to take that advantage because of Laporte and Walker's solid performance at the back. Walker, who had a marvellous game, did not provide any room for Hazard to cut in or even cross the ball into the box for Benzema to head. And the same goes for Ferland Mendy, who had quite an upsetful evening in the attacking side of his game. Manchester City was controlling the whole game as they were dominating the ball, which they usually do. City's second goal approach was no different from the first one, which is the high pressing. In the second half, Jesus was shifted back to his natural position as a central striker, with Sterling on the left and Foden on the right. It was Rodri's long ball which brought Varane into trouble once again, and Jesus' pressing was the other disadvantage to his side. He couldn't handle the press of Jesus and was unable to complete the pass to Courtois, which was midway intercepted by Jesus, who converted that half chance into a goal with a very sublime finish as well. Here at Manchester City, Rodri and Gundogan were very firm in the midfield with all their pressing and passing abilities, whereas for Real Madrid, Modric and Kroos were having a really bad day at the office when it comes to creating chances. Same goes for Casemiro, who is usually trusted for his sensible duties in the midfield, and even he was unable to leave his impact on the pitch. That being said, even Zidane's substitutes were not able to change the game, eventually ending Real Madrid's 2019-20 Champions League campaign at Etihad itself. Zidane was never knocked out of Champions League knockout stage before this game. It was nothing but a Pep Guardiola's masterclass of two legs. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.